Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. She has been busy doing a lots of things, but real estate has really gotten a lot of my time. But I was like, I need to pop back in and check in with my YouTube family, and I'm getting a little bit better with my time management. So pray for me, pray that I can get everything done that I need to get done so that I can be more present here, because this is something that I am really passionate about and I want to be consistent. So I believe and I have faith that it will work out. But I was struggling today with what I wanted to talk about because there's a plethora of things to talk about. But what was really on my heart to talk about today was being chosen and what that looks like, what that feels like. And it's something that I've seen throughout my life. I've seen some commonalities within people who are chosen individuals. There are very telltale signs of people that are chosen. And I know this makes some people uncomfortable because they're like, oh, well, what makes this person so special? And being chosen may sound like, oh, you're God's favorite or whatever the case may be. But being chosen is not something that you can always relish in. A person who's chosen does go through a lot of adversity and opposition in life. But don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at the fact that there are chosen people on this earth. Take it up with God, because God chooses the chosen. I don't choose them. Nobody chooses them. We don't know why God does what he does sometimes. He's God and he does what he wants to do. And the Bible even says, many are called, but few are chosen. So not everybody is chosen. That's the word. Not everybody is chosen. And we can just look back at the Bible and even see that. You have people like Joseph, for instance. Joseph, out of all of his brothers, had a very different, distinctive story. Joseph was very blessed and very favored, but look at what Joseph had to go through. He was in prison, I think for, I don't remember, 13 years probably. Don't quote me on that, but he was imprisoned. He was falsely accused, lied on, not only by Pharaoh's wife, but also by his brothers, betrayed by people who are supposed to love you and protect you and be loyal to you. He was betrayed. So that's one telltale sign of a person being a chosen individual. And that tracks throughout the Bible up till Jesus. Jesus was betrayed, obviously, by Judas. So when you are a chosen individual, you will be betrayed. It's a hard truth. It is a hard pill to swallow, but you will be betrayed by those who you think will not betray you. That is something that is going to happen in your life. And it can happen over and over again if you don't learn from the first betrayal and protect yourself and use the discernment that has been given to you from that betrayal. It can happen multiple times, but sometimes it happens and it's not something that you can avoid, like with Joseph, betrayed by the Pharaoh's wife. She wasn't necessarily a friend of his per se, but she did lie on him and she did set him up. And she was the cause of him being imprisoned all those years. So it was a form of betrayal. So you will be betrayed. That is something that is going to happen in your life. Another telltale sign is that you will have favor. So it's not all bad. It's not like all these bad things and opposition and adversity will happen. Yes, but it's not all bad. You will have favor that you did not earn. People will just see you. They'll see something on you. They may not quite understand, but people in high places, people who are the decision makers, you may not be qualified for something and you might get the job. You may not have the credentials and you'll get an opportunity, and people will just open doors for you. And they may not necessarily even be people who are saved, people who are Christian, but God will put it on people's heart to favor you. So some people will be jealous of that. People will be jealous of that, actually. Not some people. There are some people who will be jealous of the fact that you have this unmerited favor on your life, because they'll sit back and be like, how did she or he get that? I did X, Y, and Z, and I didn't get that. And so it'll happen quite a bit. People will just see something on you and they will want to help you along your journey. And I call those people destiny helpers. You'll have destiny helpers along your journey. Another telltale sign of a person being chosen is that they will be misunderstood. So oftentimes you'll see people who are chosen have a very small circle, and perhaps in the early stages of their life, they had a large circle. They had a lot of friends, but over time, because chosen people are so authentic and not perfect at all, but they're authentic. And so a lot of people cannot handle their presence. And so inevitably, people will fall off. They will disconnect from people and they will not be able to connect with the average person. So a chosen individual, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say 10 times out of 10, that's just me, but 9 times out of 10, a chosen individual is going to have a very small circle. A lot of chosen people are loners. They're not really associated with a large group of people. They may know a lot of people. They may be associated with a lot of people. A lot of people may love them, because that is a thing with chosen people. People love them. People are enamored with them, but not everybody can handle the essence of them. So that's why when people get close to them, it can usually make them very, very uncomfortable. And so people will often misunderstand them and get offended by them because of their authenticity. And I'm trying to think of another sign. This is all off the top of my head. So let me think another thing. People who are chosen love deeply. They feel very deeply. They are not surface. They are not people who just aren't deep. They're pretty deep. Chosen people feel every deeply, which is why it is important for chosen individuals to be cautious with who they allow in their space, be cautious with who they trust and who they tell things, because they vibrate on such a high frequency. People are intimidated by them, and subconsciously, a lot of times, will try to find flaws in them and use things against them because their presence is very intimidating. But it doesn't make any sense logically. In the natural, it doesn't make any sense, because a lot of times chosen people are extremely humble, but their light, it really makes people uncomfortable. And so people will often just not like them and not even know why they don't like them. They don't understand even themselves. They'll just not like them. And then the chosen person will be confused as to why people don't like them. People don't vibe with them like they do with other people. And it's just because you carry such a light that makes people feel uncomfortable. So that's all that I have off the top of my head. I feel like there's going to be more that comes to me after this video is over. But if it is, I'll put it in the comments. But let me know if this message resonates with you, if you yourself are someone you feel is chosen, or if you know someone who is chosen. I know all of these things for a reason. It's a reason why I know the traits and I know how to identify a chosen individual. Ask me how I know. But I would love to know your thoughts, your comments, share them, and share this video. And I will see you guys again in the next video. And I forgot to mention that I don't have my microphone. I broke my microphone. So just bear with me until I get another microphone. Okay, bye for real.